Can USA beat Paraguay again? The question every American soccer fan is asking right now is simple. Can the United States beat Paraguay again? On paper, many fans will say yes. The United States has grown dramatically over the last decade. The team is younger, faster, and filled with players competing in some of Europe's biggest leagues. But World Cup soccer is never that simple. Paraguay may not get the same attention as Brazil or Argentina, but they are one of South America's toughest teams. They defend aggressively, stay organized, and rarely make life easy for their opponents. They are the type of team that can frustrate favorites and turn a match into a battle. That is exactly why this matchup could become one of the most important games for the United States in the tournament. The good news for American fans is that this the team has more talent than previous generations. Players like Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, Tim Weah, and Anthony Robinson have experience playing against elite competition every week. They are no longer intimidated by big occasions. The United States also has something it didn't have in previous World Cups: home advantage. Playing in front of American crowds can be a huge factor. The stadiums will be packed with U.S. supporters. The energy, the atmosphere, and the pressure on visiting teams could make a real difference. History has shown that host nations often perform above expectations. But there is another side to this story. Paraguay thrives when opponents underestimate them. They don't care about social media hype. They don't care about television predictions. Their game is built on discipline, physicality, and patience. If the United States becomes careless in possession or starts pushing too many players forward, Paraguay can punish mistakes quickly. That is why the midfield battle will be crucial. If the Americans control possession and dictate the tempo, they can force Paraguay to defend for long stretches. But if Paraguay turns the game into a physical contest with constant interruptions, fouls, and defensive pressure, the match could become extremely uncomfortable for the U.S. Another key factor is finishing chances. One of the biggest criticisms of the United States in recent years has been inconsistency in front of goal. The team often creates opportunities but doesn't always convert them. Against Paraguay, missed chances could become a major problem because opportunities may be limited. In a World Cup environment, one missed chance can change everything. The American defense will also face an important test. Paraguay's attackers are dangerous on set pieces and counterattacks. Corners, free kicks, and defensive concentration could decide the outcome. The encouraging sign for U.S. fans is that this team continues to mature. Many players who appeared in previous major tournaments are entering their prime years. They understand pressure better. They understand tournament football better. Most importantly, they believe they can compete with anyone. That confidence matters. A decade ago, American teams often entered major tournaments hoping to surprise opponents. Today, the expectation is different. The United States enters matches expecting to win. That shift in mentality could be one of the biggest reasons they succeed. Still, Paraguay will not be an easy obstacle. South American teams bring a level of competitiveness that is difficult to replicate. They know how to manage emotions, slow down games, and capitalize on mistakes. For the United States, patience will be essential. If the Americans score early, the game could open up and favor their athleticism and attacking talent. If the match remains scoreless deep into the second half, pressure will begin to grow, and Paraguay will become increasingly dangerous. So, can the USA beat Paraguay again? Absolutely. The United States has the talent, the depth, the home support, and the confidence to win this matchup. But victory is far from guaranteed. Paraguay's organization, experience, and fighting spirit make them one of the most dangerous opponents in the group stage. This is not a game the U.S. can win on reputation alone. They will need intensity. They will need discipline. and they will need to take their chances when they come. If they do, American fans could celebrate another huge World Cup victory. But if they underestimate Paraguay, one of the tournament's biggest surprises could be waiting just around the corner. The stage is set, the pressure is rising, and the answer to the question will soon be revealed. Can the USA beat Paraguay again? Yes, but they'll have to earn every single minute of it.